Listen to me. That pain you're feeling, it's not random. It's not pointless. It's not punishment. It has a purpose. You thought you were being broken? No, you were being built. See, pain don't show up to destroy you. Pain shows up to prepare you. But most people, they don't get that. They run from pain. They numb it. They hide from it. They pretend it ain't real. But let me tell you the truth. The ones who grow, the ones who rise, the ones who lead, they're the ones who face the pain and use it. So I need you to stop asking, why me? And start asking, what is this trying to teach me? Because that pain, it's not blocking your purpose. It's unlocking it. You didn't go through all that for nothing. You didn't cry all those tears to stay small. You didn't survive the fire just to go back to the ashes. This is the moment, right here, right now, where you stop seeing your pain as a prison and start seeing it as the platform that launches your greatness. Because your pain has a purpose, and it's time to turn it into power. Let's be real for a second. You didn't ask for that pain. You didn't ask to be abandoned. You didn't ask to be lied to, overlooked, underestimated, rejected. You didn't ask for the anxiety, the losses, the trauma, the pressure. But you got it anyway. And now what? You gonna let it define you? You gonna let it bury you? You gonna sit there and blame the world for what it did? No, not you, not anymore. See, the pain didn't come to destroy you. It came to wake you up. Some of y'all only started fighting when you had nothing left to lose. Some of y'all only started growing when the world pushed you to your knees. And guess what? That's not weakness. That's transformation. You want to rise without going through something? You want power without pressure? You want purpose without pain? Come on now. That's not how this works. Every strong person you admire, they've been through hell. They've been through dark nights where nobody clapped for them. They've had days they questioned if it was worth it. They've cried behind closed doors and then got up the next day and went to war. Because they knew what I'm telling you now. Pain is a passport. It takes you to places you never thought you could go. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. But most people want to cancel the pain instead of confronting it. They avoid the weight and then wonder why they have no strength. They run from the mirror and then wonder why they're stuck. Let me tell you, what you don't face, you can't fix. What you avoid will always control you. So yeah, maybe you're hurting. Maybe life knocked the breath out of you. But pain is not your enemy. Passivity is. Pain wakes something up in you. It strips the fluff. It kills the excuses. It exposes what's fake and reveals what's real. Pain shows you who you are, and it shapes who you're becoming. But only if you're willing to use it. So here's the real question. What are you going to do with your pain? Cry and stay in it, or rise and turn it into power? Because the world don't need another broken soul walking around pretending they're fine. The world needs warriors. The world needs examples. The world needs people like you. People who rise from pain and say, "This didn't break me. This built me." Let me tell you something real. I know someone who grew up without a father. Mom worked 2 jobs just to keep the lights on. They weren't eating gourmet meals. They were scraping together ramen noodles and tap water every night. Nobody gave them a head start. Nobody was handing out blessings or blueprints. And yeah, there was anger. There was confusion. There was pain. Deep, quiet, and constant. The kind of pain that don't always scream, but never stops whispering. You're not good enough. You'll never make it. Stay where you are. You're broken. But let me tell you what that person did with all that noise. They didn't run from it. They didn't fold. They got up every single day. Tired? still showed up. Alone, still fought. Afraid, still moved. Because something inside of them said, I can't die like this. I won't be another statistic. This pain is going to mean something. And that person, they didn't just survive. They became. They took that rejection and used it to fuel discipline. They took that loss and learned how to lead. They took that trauma and turned it into testimony. They used the very thing that tried to break them to break through. And maybe that story sounds familiar. Maybe it sounds like you, because the truth is, behind every great comeback is a deep cut, a scar, a story. But too many people are ashamed of it. Too many hide their brokenness, thinking it disqualifies them. Let me tell you something. Your story is your strength. That pain you survived, it's your proof. That darkness you walked through, it's your power. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be real. Because somebody out there needs to hear that you went through hell and made it out breathing. That's what leadership looks like. That's what power feels like. That's what becoming is all about. So don't silence your story. Don't hide your scars. Show the world that pain might have hit you, but it didn't finish you. You didn't fold. You didn't quit. You turned pain into purpose. And now it's time for your rise. There comes a moment, and if you're watching this, you're already feeling it, where something in you clicks, where the question changes from, why did this happen to me, to, what is this trying to make of me? That's the shift. See, pain was your prison, but now it's your platform. It used to be your excuse. Now it's your engine. That thing that broke you, that betrayal, that heartbreak, that failure, it's not holding you down anymore. It's lifting you up. Because here's the truth. You don't grow in the comfort zone. You don't transform when everything is easy. You evolve when it's hard, when it hurts, when your back's against the wall and quitting feels easier than trying again. But you didn't quit, and that means something. That means you're different. That means you're being forged, not in gold, but in fire. Let me say this loud and clear. You're not the same person anymore. You're not who you were when the pain first hit you. You're stronger. You're wiser. You're clearer. You're more dangerous. Not because you have more, but because you've been through more and still chose to stand. This is the shift right here. When you stop waiting to be rescued and realize you are the one who saves you. When you stop needing people to believe in you and start believing in yourself so loud that the doubt can't even breathe. When you stop asking for a lighter load and start building a stronger back. That's transformation. Not because the pain went away, but because you refused to let it define you. This is the shift from broken to becoming. Now I'm talking to you. Yeah, you, the one who's been carrying the weight in silence, the one who's been doubting their worth, the one who's been showing up for everybody else but never shows up for themselves. Listen to me. It's time. It's time to stop sitting in your pain like it's your identity. You're not what you went through. You're not your trauma. You're not your mistakes. You are becoming, but only if you decide to. So here's the challenge. Stop waiting for life to be easy. Start demanding more from yourself. Because the pain is not going to leave, but it's not supposed to. It's your reminder. It's your power source. It's the thing that separates the average from the chosen. You want purpose? Earn it. You want greatness? Fight for it. You want healing? Work for it. Because you can't pray for strength and then run from the weight. You can't ask to be great and then avoid the grind. You can't keep blaming the pain if you're not doing anything with it. Own it. Flip it. Use it. Let the world feel your comeback. Let the pain know it didn't win. Let your scars speak louder than your silence. You've been quiet too long. Now it's time to make noise. Now it's time to rise. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm asking you to be committed, to show up even when it hurts, to fight even when it's unfair, to believe even when no one claps for you. This is your moment. This is your turning point. Not tomorrow, now. So what are you going to do? Sit in the story or stand in your strength? You've survived the pain. Now become the person it was trying to build. Now I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. The one who's been carrying the weight in silence. The one who's been doubting their worth. The one who's been showing up for everybody else but never shows up for themselves. Listen to me. It's time. It's time to stop sitting in your pain like it's your identity. You're not what you went through. You're not your trauma. You're not your mistakes. You are becoming, but only if you decide to. So here's the challenge. Stop waiting for life to be easy. Start demanding more from yourself. Because the pain is not going to leave, but it's not supposed to. It's your reminder. It's your power source. It's the thing that separates the average from the chosen. You want purpose? Earn it. You want greatness? Fight for it. You want healing? Work for it. Because you can't pray for strength and then run from the weight. You can't ask to be great and then avoid the grind. You can't keep blaming the pain if you're not doing anything with it. Own it. Flip it. Use it. Let the world feel your comeback. Let the pain know it didn't win. Let your scars speak louder than your silence. You've been quiet too long. Now it's time to make noise. Now it's time to rise. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm asking you to be committed, to show up even when it hurts, to fight even when it's unfair, to believe even when no one claps for you. This is your moment. This is your turning point. Not tomorrow. Now. So what are you going to do? Sit in the story or stand in your strength? You survived the pain. Now become the person it was trying to build. Final part coming up. Part 6. The Rise. Vision plus empowerment. The final emotional push to lift the audience and leave them empowered, locked in, and ready to take action. Would you like me to finish it now? You said, Part 6, The Rise. ChatGPT said, let's finish strong. This is the moment of power. The Rise. Part 6, The Rise. Vision plus empowerment. Tone, uplifting, unstoppable, purpose-driven, like Eric Thomas calling you into your destiny. You made it through the fire. You walked through the storm. And you're still here. That means something. That means there's more in you. That means you didn't come this far to stop here. That means your pain wasn't punishment. It was preparation. You didn't just survive. You're rising. You're rising with a story. You're rising with vision. You're rising with power that nobody can take from you because you earned it. See, people will see the rise, but they won't understand the roots. They'll see the glory, but they won't feel the grind. But that's okay, because you know what it cost. You know the nights you cried and still kept going. You know the doors that closed and the strength you had to build to make your own. And now, you are the proof that broken doesn't mean buried, that pain doesn't mean finished, that scars don't mean shame. They mean survival. They mean growth. They mean you were chosen for something greater. So this is it. This is your rise. This is the chapter where you stop doubting and start dominating. This is where you stop waiting and start walking. This is where the pain that was trying to bury you becomes the platform you stand on. You're not broken. You're becoming. You're becoming the warrior. You're becoming the leader. You're becoming the version of yourself that was buried under fear, under excuses, under pain. And now, that version is alive. So walk different, think different, talk different, move different. Because you didn't go through hell just to play it safe. You didn't get tested just to stay stuck. You were being built. You were being forged. You were being prepared. And now it's your time. Time to rise. Time to lead. Time to become everything you were born to be. The world hasn't seen your final form, but they're about to. Let's get it.